Buzz in progress. Black helicopter. This is the buzz for uploading reptilian shapeshifter movies. Black and white LAPD comes flying by, ready for your close-up. Not looking down, are you? Couldn't be anything suspicious in this area, could it? Could there be? Black and white LAPD gang stalker helicopter for uploading reptilian shapeshifter movies to YouTube. I'm probably going to talk more about this, but I wanted to elaborate a thought that I've had recently, which is that these candidates like Trump for president, and then when they get into office and they change their tune, because remember Trump was saying before he got in that he wouldn't attack Syria specifically, he'd stay the heck out of it and focus the money on here at home. And then he gets in, what do you know, bombing Syria, right? So I think actually they're not lying, or they could be not lying. My point is, they're using mind control. You see in this one clip, Trump saying, I love WikiLeaks. And then in another clip, he says, WikiLeaks, I don't know about WikiLeaks. I think that there's a possibility that it's not just, it could be, but it's not just that they only allow people that are servants to the Satan's beast empire of Earth into any positions of government, but that people that are maybe even genuinely sincere on many issues and are not necessarily part of the deep state, perhaps even like Trump, although I kind of suspect he is, but maybe not. It could be that they're using mind control on them. They actually have no idea what they're saying. Expand your mind a little bit to how far technology could have gone if we had a million years from right now of our current technological state without a Earth reset, which is what tends to happen here. We find out something like every 26,000 years there's a cataclysm so big that it wipes out all infrastructure and technology. So, but imagine if we had that long, how far we would develop in our technology. Well, it could be that these beasts that are, in my opinion, descendants of fallen angels, it could actually be that what you got is they have developed technology so advanced that we really can't even wrap our heads around how they could do it. And it's so seamless and so perfect that, you know, we really can't understand, or it's hard to believe. It's so advanced that it's difficult to believe. But I think that may be what's happening, and that they can control people's minds, not just the general public, but especially key figures of interest. They can control what they say and do and think, and even what they think, down to the last detail, and seamless to where just, you know, if somebody makes a clip like RT made recently talking about the 5 things that you didn't know that WikiLeaks revealed, well, those in that clip they show Trump saying, before he says, I love WikiLeaks, and then afterwards he says, I don't know about WikiLeaks. It could be he's under mind control. They can, so when you put those clips side by side, then people see the inconsistency. They, oh, this guy's just a corrupt piece of garbage, which of course may be the case. On the other hand, it could actually be that they are using advanced mind control, and they don't even know what they're saying. They can control exactly what comes right out of their mouth, to the extent that they do not even realize themselves what's happening. I was just watching Emery Smith on Third Phase of Moon, and I think it's great that they're having these interviews, but I commented that I don't even think Emery really knows the reason why they're still keeping such an amazing revelation from the general public, the general American tax-paying public, who has a right to know that we're traveling to other planets via wormhole gates, okay? And this is so amazing of a fact that you can't have regular human beings able to tell other regular human beings, hey, guess what? We're not alone. Not only that, we have deals with extraterrestrials. Why? Just think about the magnitude of the reason it must take to keep that stuff hidden from everyone, and at what cost. Notice this. These people are deathly afraid to speak out about it. They dare not. Emery is one of the few people that will, but I think it may even be that he was allowed, okay? He was allowed to do that because they know that he's generally obedient, generally compliant. He wouldn't speak against the program. He would paint it in a favorable light, which is what he did in that interview. But just think about the reason that must be behind most of the people involved in these programs that are going off-world, that are seeing extraterrestrial beings, that are doing all this stuff. Think about what it must take for all of them, like 99% in general, to keep quiet about it and not tell their fellow man what the F is going on with this, that our taxes are paying for, and that we have a right to know. I mean, how can man keep from his fellow man the fact that we're already traveling to other worlds? It just doesn't make sense until you plug in the beast factor, the non-human factor. Then all of a sudden it starts to make sense. Why? Because what you realize is that these beasts, these non-humans that are in control of the humans that are at the very top, and only a very few know about it, because of course they compartmentalize. They don't want people in general, of course, in the program to know that it is non-humans, it is beasts. The same type beasts that you see in the Egyptian paintings with the bird head, or the half donkey, half anteater head, or the crocodile head. These weren't just imaginary gods that they thought up. These beings really look like that, and they generally stand a lot taller than humans, like 10, 12 feet high, okay? And very powerful mentally, very powerful physically, ancient, with lots of experience. It's no wonder they called them gods, because to humans they were gods, and they should be treated like gods, as superiors, because they were in fact superior. Now the fact of the matter is, however, that what we Christians know is that, guess what, these used to be angels, okay? Now some of these beings, I believe, are descendants of these angels that were beautiful human appearing beings, albeit a lot bigger than a human, like upwards of 50 feet tall in some cases, that were beautiful, and they had wings, a lot of them, and even multiple sets of wings, and great powers, and very beautiful. But when they sinned, when they departed from God, what they didn't realize was that God has a way to deal with this. You will be turned into a beast. That's what happened to Satan. He was a beautiful angel, and he became a reptilian beast. Now, whether or not he is the father or his angels with him that were also turned into reptiles are actually the true originators of all reptilian races in the universe is a matter of speculation. But I don't think it's important to understand in the understanding that what we've got here is a situation where our world is under control of these non-humans. And this sounds like a fringe, crazy, oh yeah, that's why I love this channel, it's always so weird, going off with some weird science, sci-fi thing, but the fact of the matter is, this is all going to be known. And there's even going to be, I think, a movie that comes out in the future that shows the cowardly people in the mainstream media, not the mainstream media because all those people are completely brainwashed, but I mean the alternative media, even alternative truth, like 9/11 revealers, or other people that are talking about truth, even news channels, which I think do at least a lot better of a job than all the others. I think RT, Russia Today, I think in general they're coming from an honest source, but even they are afraid to delve into this subject of non-humans because they don't want to. It's discrediting. That's what's happened to our society, and also they may be under order and under gag order, the same as I believe Putin is, the same as I believe the government of China is. They are under control. They know that if they push it, Putin knows that he can't go on the podium and say, yeah, we have a whole division, which they do, of our Russian officers in space and visiting other planets and dealing with the ex-Nazis and all this stuff. or current Nazis, whatever, Fourth Reich, and all this stuff going on, he can't do it because he is probably under mind control and or knows that he'll be dead if he does. He'll be quickly destroyed. They'll quickly get rid of him. Instantaneous death. Either that or he, like I think probably a lot of our leaders are just under complete mind control. They have no idea what they're doing or saying. They just know that they are given through mind control. Don't talk about that. Don't mention it. Don't mention the non-humans. Don't mention secret space program. Don't mention all this paranormal stuff to awaken the consciousness of humans and keep the subject from being the sidelined, discredited, crazy, loony UFO people subject.